All right, we are recording. Okay, so today our workout is 45 minutes, so we're going to get right into it because we have a lot to get done, and I want you out of here by 10. So you need a chair for today. If you don't have a chair, we're not stepping up on it or anything. We're kind of just using it as a prop. If you don't have one that you want to use, you can do everything we're going to do without it, and I'll give you those options. But to start, we just have a lot of legs today and a lot of glutes. So just know that going into it. So we have 3 exercises per circuit. We're going to go 1 minute each exercise. We're going to go 3 times through. So each circuit is 9 minutes. We have 5 of them. So let me get right into the exercise demos for you. So we're starting with glute bridges. So you're just going to come down. Heels are going to come onto the chair. And again, if you don't have a chair, you just do these on the floor. You're going to lay back, and you're just going to push your heels in. You're going to lift up and down. If you want to put a weight on your lap, you can. You're just going to squeeze up and down there. After the first minute, we're going to flip over into shoulder tap. So you're coming into your high plank. Feet are nice and wide. You're going to tap right and left. If you want to make these a little more difficult, feet go up on the chair. If you want to modify, you can bring your hands to the chair on an incline and tap that way. And then our third exercise is a kneeling lateral raise. So we're just going to stay right on the floor. And you're just going to come up and down. Then we go back into those glute bridges. All right. You ready? I got my space heater going here. All right, here we go. We are starting in, let's see, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Glute bridges. Bring those hips up and down. Again, if you don't have a chair, you're just going to do regular glute bridges on the floor. Push in through those heels, squeeze up at the top. Squeeze into your glutes. Oh, I started off way too fast there. Like, my coffee's really kicking in. You gotta slow it down a little bit. 15 seconds. Whew. 5, 4, 3, 2, shoulder taps. Flip it over. When you're doing your shoulder taps, take your time. It's not about going as fast as you can with these. You want to keep your hips stable. Don't let them move. So your feet are wide, and you take your time bringing that hand to your opposite shoulder. Give yourself a chance to feel that core kick in and start working. Keep those hips low. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lateral raise. Stay right down. Bring it up and down. Guys, I have one of those like house centipedes on the wall right outside of my bedroom. And it made me feel like I was going to be sick this morning when I saw it. Because they freaked me out. I used to live in an apartment that was like infested with them. So I think I have like a little traumatized by that. But I can't kill it. Because first of all, I'm too scared to kill it. Second of all, I don't want to kill it. So what I did was I gave it a name. And I don't look at it. I block it every time I walk into my room. But I named him Jerry the Centipede. Because I feel like that's a friendly name. And my roommate's an exterminator, so she'll take care of it when she gets home. Unless I get attached, which I might. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Glute bridges. Flip it over. And I know my mom, who I think is on right now. doing this workout with us is rolling her eyes at me because she thinks it's ridiculous that I'm so afraid of them. And I agree that it is, but I haven't been able to overcome it yet. So that's my story of the morning. Remember to breathe, get those hips up. You have 15 seconds. We're going back into shoulder taps. 3, 2, 1, shoulder taps. Remember, you can do these in a plank on the floor with your feet on your chair or with your hands on your chair. Lots of options. If you need to modify, you just drop to your knees on the floor. Fifteen seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, grab those weights. Lateral raise. Right up to shoulder height. Keep those arms as straight as you can. If your weights start to get heavy, you can bend your elbows and bring them up that way. Thirty seconds, stay with it. Then we have one more round. Feel the burn in the shoulders. You can also alternate right and left. Use any modification you need. 5 seconds. We're going back to those glute bridges. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Last time through. Lift and lower. Twenty seconds. Push through those heels. Squeeze at the top. 5, 4, 3, 2. Shoulder taps. Last set. Ooh. Hamstrings. Anybody else's legs feel super tight after this week? These workouts were pretty good, if I do say so myself. Keep those hips stable. Try to keep those wrists right under your shoulders. Abs are tight. "15 seconds, we go into those lateral raises, and then we're moving on. Three, 2, 1, let's go. Grab your weights. Take your time. Remember, quality over quantity. If you need a break, you take it. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1, rest. Circuit 1 is done. All right, grab some water, and I'm gonna go right into our next set of exercises. So we have a squat to a front raise, a seated overhead press. We're gonna alternate, and dips. So for the first one, your squat to a front raise, you're gonna squat down, raise up. So squat, lift. And you're gonna pause right at the top just for a second. So keep in mind, when you're doing these, you're not coming down and swinging the weights up. We're gonna get to swings in a couple circuits. So it's 2 solid moves. You squat, you stand, you lift. Okay, the second exercise, a little closer. You're just gonna sit in your chair, kind of right on the edge here. You have your dumbbells, they're gonna stay right up. You're gonna press, press. Your goal is to keep those elbows up as high as you can. So don't let them drop down and push up. We want to keep the tension on the shoulders. Right and left there. And then for dips, fingertips are going to face you. They're right on the edge of the chair. You're just going to slide your bum off. Elbows are going to point straight back behind you. And you're just going to go down and up. A couple things to keep in mind with dips. Don't bring yourself far forward away from the chair and dip from there. That's just gonna crank at your shoulders. You wanna almost feel that chair on your back as you're coming down. Second thing with your dips is you don't have to go down very far. So you don't wanna come like all the way down here, again, cranking at your shoulder. So just keep it to about 90 degrees and then press up. Little movement goes a long way with these. If you're not using a chair today, you have your squat to raise, you're just gonna do a standing alternating press and then tricep kickbacks instead of the dips. All right, are we ready? Move this over here so I can see it. All right, starting with your squat to raise in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Bring it down, bring it up. Nice and low. Now, if these front raises get to be too much, you alternate. All right, squat, right, left. Let that heart rate come up here. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Have a seat. Alternate presses, right, left. Keep those elbows up as high as you can. You want to sit on the front of that chair so you're not leaning back. Not a break. Keep it up. Big push. Remember, if you need a rest, you take it. "15 seconds, you got it. Just breathe. Five, 4, 3, 2, right into your dips. Slide out, fingertips face forward, down and up. You have a whole minute. I always trick myself with these because I just did it. I start off too fast and I burn out in like 15 seconds. If you want to make these more difficult, straighten out those legs. If you want to make it even more difficult, float one leg up. Or you can keep those legs bent. We're more than halfway. These are killer. These get me every time. Remember, a little goes a long way here. 10 seconds, we go back to our squats. 4, 3, 2, 1, squat to a front raise. Nice and low. Sitting back in your heels, try to keep that chest up. Five seconds. 3, 2, 1, alternating overhead press. Abs tight, sit up tall. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1, dips. Woo. All right. Remember, you can always do kickbacks. If you don't like kickbacks and you still want to sit, just do your overhead extension. Do whatever you want. I'm not the boss of you, I'm just leading you here. More than halfway. Less than 10, we go through one more time. 3, 2, 1, squat to front raise. Ooh. Last time through. Then just a fair warning, our next circuit. I put it in the middle because you need to be nice and warm for it, and also just to get it over with, because it's a doozy. Something to look forward to, but we still got like 2.5 minutes here. Stay with it, get low, use those shoulders, get those weights up. Ten seconds here and we sit. 3, 2, 1. Have a seat, overhead press. Try to keep those elbows up. As you get tired, they're going to want to come down. Keep them up if you can. Press. Push through. You got it. Four, 3, 2, 1. Dips. Let's go. Last minute here. Keep that back as close to the chair as you can. Point those elbows straight back behind you. Squeeze up at the top. Take a second at the top of that dip to really squeeze into the tricep. Oh gosh, maybe not that much. These burns so bad. Anybody else with me on that? This is like torture. So good. All right, we are halfway. We only have 30 seconds left. Let's do it. No rest. Let's go. Push. Three, 2, 1. Take a break. All right. Here's our next circuit. I'm going to show you what it looks like on the chair first, and then I'll show you what it looks like without. So we have my arch nemesis of an exercise, the rear foot elevated split squat or Bulgarian split squat. But we're going to do one split squat into a deadlift. So here's what it looks like. And by the way, my best friend, Nicole, asked for a lot of glutes. So that's why we're really attacking them. She tried to make me promise that I could build her a butt in 10 classes. I can't guarantee it, but I can try. All right, so here's what it looks like. For your split squat, you're going to prop your back foot up on the chair. You want your foot to be flat. You don't want to tuck those toes. I mean, you can tuck your toes, but it's going to limit your range of motion quite a bit. So you're going to keep that foot flat if you can. You're going to squat down on that one leg. You're going to come up and deadlift over that leg. So bring it down and over. So where you're going to feel this is right here, right in your bum. So we're going to do 1 minute on one side, 1 minute on the other side. If you want to grab a little padding for the chair, for your foot, you can. And then our third exercise, we're just going to do seated bicep curls. These are for me because I love bicep curls. Palms are going to face forward. You're going to roll those shoulders back. You're just going to squeeze up and down, just like that, keeping those elbows locked into your side. Now, if you're not using a chair, instead of the split squat to the deadlift, you're going to lunge to a deadlift. So you're going to come back, you're going to lunge down, step that foot in a little bit, deadlift right over it, lunge back, deadlift 1 minute on one side, 1 minute on the other, and then you just do standing curls. All right? I gotta get myself psyched up for this one. Give me a second. We're making good time. All right. Here we go. Just gonna give myself a little padding for my foot. All right, here we go. Set yourself up, get your foot on your chair, get your balance. We are gonna start in 3, 2, 1. One squat, one deadlift. Pushing right into that heel of the standing leg. It's okay if that knee travels forward a little bit. as long as you're pushing down into that heel. You don't want your heel to pop up off the floor. Take your time with these, no rush. Whew. 15 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, switch, other side. Bring it down, bring it over. For that deadlift, keep that back nice and flat. Push your hips back. Whew. Fifteen seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, have a seat. And curl. That was like the longest 2 minutes of my life. Straight arms at the bottom, full curl to the top. Make sure when you're doing your curls, those elbows aren't traveling forward. You want to keep them right by your side. No momentum, all strength. Ten seconds, we go back to the top. Third round. Oh no, second round, damn it. Wishful thinking. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Split squat to deadlift. Remember, I would rather have you get 5 to 10 solid reps in here than to try to go fast and get sloppy. Push right through that heel. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1, switch. Remember, if you're not using your chair, you're lunging to your deadlift. Either way, get low. In that lunge, push your hips back on that deadlift. You're pushing hard into that standing leg, into that heel. Ten seconds. Sit and curl. Oh my God. Breathe up. Squeeze into that bicep. Oh my gosh, you know what I got yesterday? I ordered wine through the mail. It's called Naked Wines, I think it's called. 6 bottles of wine for $35. I mean, I feel like that's excellent. I haven't tried any of it yet, but that's been a highlight. 3, 2, 1, step it forward. 1 squat, 1 deadlift. If anybody wants the website, I'll send it to you. These are the things I think about when I work out to like get me through. Like, that was so fun to come home to yesterday. And then I finished season 1 of Dexter. That show is like literally haunting my dreams, but it's so good. "15 seconds. Four, 3, 2, 1, switch. This is your last set. Last time, make it count. Ten seconds, get a couple more in. 3, 2, 1, have a seat. Curl. All the way down, all the way up. And if at any point you need to modify these, you just alternate right and left. Alternating always makes things a little bit easier. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1, rest. All right, 2 circuits left. Here we go. Oh my God, my bum's shaking. Okay. Move this over. All right, so we're gonna start with a 3-point row for this one. So we're just gonna go 30 seconds on the right, 30 seconds on the left. Then we have goblet squats and a high plank with a knee crossover. So let me show you what it all looks like. So for your 3-point row, you want 1 heavy dumbbell. 1 hand goes on the chair. You're in a tabletop position, so your back is nice and flat. You're looking right down at the chair. That dumbbell starts like it's right between your feet. And when you row, you're going to row right into your ribs, squeezing into your upper back, and drop that hand down right here. So you have that chair to support you, so there shouldn't be much strain on your lower back. You are still going to feel a little stretch here. 30 seconds on the right, then we switch to the left. Then we're going to go into a goblet squat. So you're going to hold that dumbbell right at your chest. You're going to squat down and up. If you want to make sure that you're going low enough for you, you can always squat down to your chair and bring it up. You just want to go nice and quick, okay? And then our last one is a high plank with a knee crossover. So I'm going to ask you to use your chair for this one, just so you can get more range of motion, but if you want to take it down to the floor, feel free. You're going to come into your high plank, and you're just going to cross your knee over, and you're going to let your hips rotate. Let your body rotate right to left, left to right. Keeping your abs tight, and you want to feel that right here. And then, of course, shoulders too. All right? Let's grab those dumbbells. One heavy dumbbell. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, big pull, 30 seconds. Back is flat. The one thing I want you guys to keep in mind here is not to drop your head. So you don't want to come here and round your back. You want to stay nice and tall, nice and strong through that spine. Big pull. Oh my gosh, I'm still feeling my triceps from those dips. 5 seconds and we switch. Left side, switch. Big pull. $15 seconds to go, and we go to our goblet squat. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get that weight right on your chest. Feet are wide, toes point out just a little bit. Down and up. If you want to use your chair for a prop, go ahead. Squat right down to it. Squeeze up, push through your heels. Keep that chest up. $10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. High plank with a knee crossover. On your chair, on the floor. Oh, and if you don't want to come into a plank, you're just going to come up and cross. Keeping those abs tight. Scoop that knee in. Keep your abs tight. Twist. Slight bend in those elbows. Keep them soft. $10 seconds. 4, 3, 2. Back to that 3-point row. Walk those feet in. Tabletop. Pull. Pull into that upper back. Five seconds and we switch. 3, 2, 1. Other side. Pull. Squeeze up. Four, 3, 2, 1. Shoot, what do we have? Oh, God. Goblet squats. Down and up. Whew. 15 seconds. We go into that high plank with a crossover. Get nice and low, squeeze your butt at the top. 3, 2, 1, high plank with a crossover. Remember, your modification, if you don't want to come to a plank, you're right here. Squeeze into those obliques. I just love these. They feel like a nice stretch. "20 seconds, we go through one more time. 10. 3, 2, 1, 3-point row. Last time. Stay full. Three, 2, 1, switch. Keep those abs tight. Just because you have the support of that chair doesn't mean you let that core go. Keep it tight. Tall and strong through that spine. Don't sink into that arm. Pull. Less than 10. 3, 2, 1, goblet squat. 30 seconds. Last 10, get low. Squeeze. High plank with a crossover, last time. Whew. 30 seconds. Stay strong, you have 10 seconds left and we rest. Right through to the end. 3, 2, 1, rest. We have one more circuit. All right, I'm gonna shut up that space heater. Okay, pistol squats. This is where I start regretting how I do these workouts, but you know what, we're gonna do it. So for your pistol squats, I will say it's usually a little bit easier if you hold the weight at your chest because it helps with like the counterbalance. So here's what you're gonna do. One foot's gonna come up, you're gonna stand up, you're gonna, that was a terrible demo. Let me do it on the right side. One of it's gonna come up, you're gonna stand up, you're gonna squat down with one leg. Now, when you do these, when you sit, you're not leaning back and using your momentum to go forward. You're pushing right through that heel on the floor. If that gets to be too hard, or if it just feels impossible, here's your option. Your foot stays planted on the floor. This is the leg that's working. Your other foot, you're just resting your heel on the floor. And it's gonna help you get up just a little bit, but still majority of the work is going on right here, okay? We're going 1 minute on the left, 1 minute on the right. If you do not have a chair, you're just gonna do a static lunge. You're just gonna come down and up, just like that, okay? If, even with your foot down, it's too much, you're gonna stand up with 2 feet, lift one leg up, and work your way down to the chair. All right? Any way you want to slice it, just give it a shot. And then our second exercise, we're gonna do an A raise. We're gonna squeeze into the chest a little bit and get the shoulders again. So palms are gonna face forward, roll those shoulders back, and you're gonna bring it up like you're making an A. So from the front, it looks like this. Up and right out to the side. Again, we're not swinging, you're controlling it the whole way, okay? Are we ready? 9 minutes and we're done? Okay, we gotta get going there. I don't want to keep you guys forever. Here we go. I didn't even think I talked that much today. All right, 3, 2, 1, pistol squat, let's go. Bring it down and up. Lift and lower. Woo. I know our legs are tired, aren't they? These feel pretty tough. "15 seconds, we switch to the other side. Push up right through that heel. 3, 2, 1, other side. My left leg is like, this is not, why are we doing this? "30 seconds. Push up through that heel. Modify if you need to. Whatever you do on one side, do on the other side. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, get right into that A raise. Sit on the edge of your chair, nice and tall. Scoop it up, bring it down. My music stopped, I need some music here. There we go. Okay. Squeeze up when you're at the top, squeeze that chest. If you need to modify, you go left and right. Bring it up. 20 seconds. Four, 3, 2, back to your pistols. So if on that first set you feel like You're not really sure if you're feeling it in the right place, go ahead and modify. Keep that other heel on the floor. Push up. You want to feel it in your glutes for sure. You're definitely going to feel quads as well. So you're just working that whole leg. Don't flop down to the chair like I just did either. Try to control it nice and slow. 3, 2, 1, switch sides. Keep that chest tall. If you do have that heel on the floor, try to keep as little weight as possible in that heel. Whew. 10 seconds. We go to those A raises. We are almost done. 3, 2, 1. Have a seat. Lift and lower. And again, if you need to modify, you go right and left. "15 seconds, we go through one more time, and then we're done. 3 minutes left. Three, 2, 1. All right, pistol squats one more time. Here we go. Try to keep that knee from caving in too. So I just noticed I have my TV right here. When I'm going down, my knee wants to go in like this. Push it out. Push that knee out, push into the heel. Ooh. Ooh, 10 seconds. Three, 2, 1, switch. Last time. Squeeze up, squeeze at the top. "30 seconds. Control it. All the way down, all the way up. Squeeze. You have 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. A raise. I just got so hungry too. You know how sometimes it just hits you? Seconds. Last 12. Finish it out. Keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're done. Whew. I'm so hungry, I can't wait to eat. I can't wait to eat. I got a couple things to do first. All right, ladies. Christina, Lisa. Mom, I think that's you. It says iPhone. Nancy, Nicole, Deb. I love you all. I'll see you on Monday. Again, if you have any requests for formats or exercises, let me know. Nancy actually reminded me yesterday, I put the link to access all of the past workouts in the email for today, so check that out. And that's it. Have a great weekend. Stretch it out, drink lots of water. I'll talk to you all soon. No more requests from Nicole. I know, right? Bye.